Welcome. Thank you very much for giving up a school night, a work night to come out and to talk a little bit of things about relay. My name is Shelley Miller. I am a survivor. I've been relaying. This is my 27th year, and it's so nice to see so many new faces coming out, some familiar ones and some new faces. So I have the distinct pleasure of introducing our two amazing, epic co-leads for this event. And I can honestly tell you, if these two ladies wouldn't have stepped up to the plate for the first time in probably 23 years, Relay for Life would not have happened in Las Vegas. So if you can help me give a big hand for Jackie and Becky.
Welcome. So we know several of you, this is probably your first relay. A lot of people are still wondering what is relay. Talked to a couple people tonight. It's like, I'm really not looking forward to running. I'm like, no, there's no running. So we just want to show you a quick video of a recap. What is Relay for Life?
Relay for Life is like a big celebration. We have survivors, we have caregivers, we honor those that have lost their battle with cancer. It's just a great way for the community to come together.
I am a 25-year breast cancer survivor.
I'm a 4-time cancer survivor. Relay for Life means I am in a cancer community where everyone is fighting for the same cause as myself.
Relay for Life is more than just walking a track. It's a community, and it's support. It's support for everybody.
Relay for Life doesn't exist because of cancer. It exists because of communities coming together to fight it, to share moments of laughter, moments of silence, to provide a shoulder to cry on, or a hand to high five, to celebrate, to remember, to fight back, and to raise funds that help the American Cancer Society develop breakthrough research, provide free lodging to patients, give people free rides to treatment, and create a better world for future generations.
I would describe Relay for Life as, well, really life-affirming and a beacon of hope for people who are probably going through one of the darkest times in their lives. You're never alone, and there's always somebody there for you to talk to.
Oh, I've just got chills about the Luminaria. I'm getting emotional even just speaking about it. It's a great way to honor those people who you've lost, because it's so important that the people that you lose, that you always remember them.
I do Relay for Life because that is the way I joined the fight against cancer. I do it in honor of friends and family that are currently fighting it, that have beat it, and have also lost their fight to cancer.
You beat it, Dad?
Join Relay for Life. Walk the track with us. Cheer for survivors with us. Remember those we've lost together. And fundraise to fight back.
Those of you, how many are new to Relay, first time coming to Relay? Awesome. Awesome, there we go. It's so hard to explain what Relay is. It's something that you truly have to experience. When you see survivors come and walk that victory lap for the first time, and maybe they're just 3 months out from being diagnosed and they're walking hand in hand with somebody that's been surviving it for 15 years. I can tell you from my first-hand experience that I walked a little taller, a little stronger that day, and that was 20 some years ago, almost 30 years ago for me. But every year, there's somebody new on that track, just like each of you that are here, that's out there for the first time. And when the community is out there and clapping and cheering and they're walking and they don't know who you are, but the emotional support that you give them makes a difference. Julie's a long-time survivor. Remember what your first lap was like? It's something you'll never forget. Never forget. So, little snippet, can't thank you enough. We can't thank our sponsors, and I know, Becky, are you introducing the sponsor speakers tonight?
There's us.
Yeah. Yay!
So we invited our friends from Prime Health and Wellness to come and join us on the track, to come and walk with us. We also invited them to be a Relay for Life sponsor. Without hesitation, they said yes. So tonight we invited them to also come up and talk about what being part of Relay for Life means and why they said yes. We have with us tonight Paris. Do you want to come up and just
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you so much. No, this is my first event, so we're really excited to be a part of Relay for Life. Cancer is not a very friendly disease, right? It takes a toll on the physical body and the emotional side, and we're not here to talk about our business at all. We're just here to support and provide as much support as we can. I'm for one a big proponent of research and what research can do for people, and I've seen the effects of it, and that's why we're here. We're here to support the people that are doing their best to get through what they're going through, and it takes a community to be able to do that. And my wife and I, when we got presented this opportunity, there was not a single doubt that yes, that's what we want to do. We want to help as much as we can. So congratulations to all of you that are here today and that are team leaders and that are participating, and any way that you're participating, whether it be through volunteer or through the race itself, the relay itself, it's really a step up to be able to that feel good moment, and we're just grateful to be a part of that. So thank you guys.
We won't do what we do without our sponsors. Our budget is 0 or less. 3 or less is our budget, so everything that we do, we rely on sponsors and donors for that. And with that money that they donate as a sponsor, presenting sponsor, we are able, for the American Cancer Society, to provide free lodging for people that are going through treatment. Even though we don't have a Hope Lodge here in Las Vegas, we do partner with hotels, and on availability, they get free or reduced rooms. We partner with Lyft, so if you know of somebody that needs a ride to life-saving treatment, all they need to do is call the 1-800 number and we can hook them up with a free ride. Because a lot of times the caregivers have to work and can't always take them to all their appointments, especially if they've got something 3 or 4 times a week. Research, he mentioned research. The American Cancer Society is second only to the U.S. government for funding cancer research. Let me say that one more time. The American Cancer Society is second only to the United States government for funding research. Ever since 1991, we've only seen an increase in survivorship. And why is that? It's because we are leading the edge with education about early detection and research that we have. You are up, Mr. Bridge, next for logistics. Get to the bread and gravy of this day. He's moving a little slow. He just retired, so you know.
So for logistics, where are we going to be located? That's probably the most important thing, right? So, you see me? Good. Okay, so where are we going to be located? We have a map that can show us that's the map that doesn't show the satellite view. Do we have that? Okay. So when you go back out, right? You know the baseball fields that are right there? Right next to that is the football field. It's going to be right there, right? So we're going to be set up in the football field, and as you can see, the building, there's a building that's right here. That's going to be the back. The stage is going to be on the other side, right? So we're going to have 60 locations, 66 locations that people can be set up on. What we're going to ask you to do is, if you're a survivor, we want you to bring your stuff before 11, right? Because 11 o'clock is, 12 o'clock is your function at the survivor, right?
Here, yes.
And it's going to be, the survivor lunch is actually here in this building right here, in this room right here, right? So by the survivors, we would like, if you have a tent that you need to set up, we'd like you to at least get out there by 10. And we'll be here at like 8 because we're going to be doing final setups and all that. We'll have somebody over there to help guide where you're at.
10 or 11.
You could be either one. We're going to be here at 8 o'clock. So anytime after 8 o'clock you can be here, right? Should be no problem, right? So when you come in, you're not going to be able to, in the past, you were able to drive your car right up to where your tank is. You won't be able to do that here. You'll have to truck it in, right? So there will be some volunteers. The Carpenters Union will be here to help people truck things in. So make sure that you have your stuff as bundled up as much as possible, because it will have to be, everything will have to be manually lifted up into that area. Volunteer tent and the registration tent is going to be over on this side. Up, I think it's up, right? It's up by the luminary tent, it's up here. So when you come in, there's a parking lot right there to load, and then you'll load all your stuff in right here. And then so your tent, right? So when you plan, I'm talking to you because I know how much stuff you have to bring in, right? So you probably are going to want, there's no power. One thing I need to tell everybody, in the past we had power all the way around the track. We don't have power this year. The only power we have is by the stage, right?
But we have grass!
We have grass.
No concrete.
Yeah, we have grass. Everything is on grass field. So you're going to have to truck it in. So for you, Jane, Julie, I always get it mixed up. Yeah. Okay, so I would probably be closer to the 6, 7, 8, that area, right? And that way you're right by there and you don't have to lug in far. If you have to lug in, so there's no power all the way around. If you want power, you can get a generator from Lowe's or Home Depot. And what I've been told is from the Cashman generator field, he made it seem that it was not that expensive. You could check in same day and check out same day. So if you need to get a generator for your power, you can do that. So if you need things for charging of your cell phones, etc., please make sure that you bring your chargers, your little battery packs. We will have some little things around the stage area where we can plug in, but we will have limited access because we also don't want to overload the DJ and the stage area, because that's the only power we have for them. Okay? So for the rest of us that don't have, for the survivors, we wanted you to, it starts at 2, but we want you to be able to start coming at 12, right? Because that's when we want to be able to start loading in, right? So that we're ready to go at 2 o'clock when we start our first events, right? So 12 is everybody else. I don't think it really matters, but the one thing we need to talk about is security. Security.
Getting through the gate, he's talking about security.
Oh,
So, yeah.
yeah. So all participants, when you come, as long as you say that you're a Relay for Life participant, you'll be able to get right through. It's going to be super easy. Both gates will be open on the day of, so depending on which gate you go to, they're both going to be open for drop-off and pickup. If you come, there's going to be 4 or 5 different parking people that help you just figure out where to park. There'll be survivor parking, handicap parking, general parking. If you get here later, if your friends and family, maybe they can't come until like 3 or 4 o'clock. If they get here and the parking lot's full, we have overflow parking at the church next door at Faith Lutheran, and we have golf carts that will help bring them over. So people will be coming and going throughout the day. A lot of people, think they're going to stay for a little bit, and then they come and they're having so much fun they end up staying the whole time. But some people do have to come and go. So we do have, security, the gates. And as far as that goes, this is the most secure relay that I've ever been at as far as security goes. We have, the school security guards, we have police officers, they're gonna be as safe as you've ever felt.
They can save their name tags too and use that to get through, right? In a couple weeks. So the name tags that you were issued tonight, if you hang on to them, you can use that to get through the gate.
Yep.
When you come.
Yeah, that's why they tell us not to do what he just did.
Well, he can still keep it. He just has to put it underneath paper, so that's good. We will, and so if you have survivors, if you park up closer to the event and you can't quite make it here, they need assistance, we will have golf carts that will be able to help transport survivors to the survivor experiences in this trip.
And they're going to be hauling survivors from here up to the event.
Porta potties.
Say that again?
Bathrooms.
Bathrooms.
So there will be 2 different bathroom spots. We have up on the field, there's a concession stand. Those bathrooms will be open. And then down at the bottom in the gym, we're using the gym as a cooling station in the event that it's hot that day. So there will be a section of the gym that will be a cooling station and in the gym.
Yeah, so everything from the parking lot's over on this side right here. And where she talked about, for the concession, the baseball field is on that side, so the concession field's up there.
Over there by first aid.
And then over here is the gym.
Yeah.
Okay? And now,
Everything will be
I will
labeled.
get a satellite map placed on the what you call it, so that you can
The
see
website?
exactly where everything is at, okay? I will do that, okay?
Yeah, that will be helpful.
Hey, can you do me a favor, Brenda, write that down so that I can remember that? 'Cause
So the two big changes that really are happening for those that are returning is that you will not be able to drive your car up to the track and like you did before, and we will not have power. But we have grass!
we're not finished yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is gonna be no food on the field, right? So they've asked that we have no food on the field, so that means no grills, nothing like that, so no power. If you wanna bring power, you're allowed to bring a generator and place it behind your tent, but they said no grills on the field itself, right?
But the good news is we have probably 6 to 8 food trucks coming that day. So there will be a big selection of food, beverages, ices, and that will be labeled as well. But in the food truck area, there will be picnic benches and tables and garbage cans. It will all be laid out right there.
Just 2 questions about food. Do they take cash? Is it cash only? Is it
We don't know.
Food trucks are probably
Those
cash.
are good questions, but
I believe they're cash or card. I think.
Yeah, I know one of them is both.
okay? And then regarding food, are you allowed to have like little snacks, like goldfish or like
yeah. And then in the kids area, they also have like popcorn and cotton candy machine. So there's areas where like if you do have your own food, and a lot of it is just taking care of mess as far as the no food, and also just keeping critters away from the school. So things that are not too messy. And then in that gravelly area between the football and the baseball fields, then that will be kind of open too.
So that's like at your campsite munchies and stuff, definitely, just not
Not
walking
grass.
on the track and eating. Yeah.
So last thing is, the tent sizes are 10 by 10. They're actually 12 by 12, right? So we actually gave 2 foot so that everybody wasn't stacked up on top of everybody like we had one year where we were backed up. So it's like 12 by 12, right? So we will have tents. If you have a pop-up tent, you can bring it. If you'd like to rent a tent, on the event website, there's actual event page, actually a link that will let you download the form so that you can mail it in to her. I know that she's reached out to some people already, right? She's reached out to you, right?
Yeah, she did get a hold of it.
And she reached out to you too, right? Yeah. So she's already reached out to me. So that lady, she'll rent tents. Where the great thing about that is,
I have a form if anybody wants a form for
you
it.
can do that for them, right? And what's great about that is you don't have to worry about your tent going away because they're going to stake it into the ground, and they're going to haul it out, set it up, do everything. All you have to do is bring your stuff in for your campsite, have fun, and then leave for the day. You don't have to worry about all the other stuff, right? And they'll take care of that all there. They'll get that all set up on Friday night when they're setting up the rest of the tents.
Do you have a question?
Another question?
No, I just wanted to get permission.
So the advantage of that too is that helps offset this lady providing us all the event tents that we have for the Survivor and all that. She uses that money to help for the pay for the people who are actually helping set up. So whatever you do to help with that's great. No problems, nothing on there. And the last day to set up a tent is yes.
I'm sorry. So if we rent a tent, will she work with you guys to prepare to set it up? I assume
No, what's going to happen is you guys are going to sign up for a tent spot today, and then when she shows up, Jackie and Becky will be on site where they set up. She's going to tell them that your tent is in tent 15, and she'll tell them where to put your tent. So she'll coordinate all that. You don't have to tell her to be that tent. Last day to do a tent thing, she's okay with last minute, but I want to be fair to her. I would say no later than Tuesday of the week of our event, right? Because she has to gather and bundle all this stuff up, right? If you need a tent that's bigger than 10 by 10, we need to coordinate because we have 47 teams, I think it was now, 47 teams, and we have 66 spots. So we've got some tents that are double wide now, so we want to make sure that we have enough for everybody, right? Anybody have any questions for logistics?
Do we have to bring our own garbage cans, or will that be garbage cans?
There'll be garbage cans on site,
Okay.
and then we will be responsible for getting them done.
Okay.
One thing we do say is like in the packing list that you'll see up here and you'll get to take home as far as garbage goes, it is nice to pack your own, just like a hefty garbage bag, you know, so as you're doing stuff throughout the day, if we do end up with trash, just to put it in the bag so that you can take that with you to the garbage can throughout the day. Our promise to the school was we would leave it cleaner than it was when we came, and as you notice, the school is always spotless, so we're gonna.
Yeah, I just read Ben studying a lot on Burning Man, right? And I really like what their philosophy is, leave it better than you left, right? Because we don't want to leave a bad impression on the sponsor of this facility. So we want to make sure everybody hauls out. Because I know, being one of the last guys out of the tent, it's always kind of disheartening when we have to clean up after people. So we ask that everybody haul out your stuff as much as you possibly can and leave your campsite like you got it, right?
Yeah. One other thing, water. We will have water stations. So if you bring your reusable water bottle, that will help a lot. And don't just, you reuse it and throw it away, reuse it and throw it away. Reuse the bottle that you bring in, because we will have water stations set up.
Cut down on trash.
Well, there was one thing I forgot to mention. Brenda Brazil right here is our volunteer coordinator, right? And so the volunteer tent, the registration tent is back over here behind the luminary tent, which is we have a parking lot that's on this side right here, right? So they're over here. So the registration tent and the volunteer tent. So if you've got anybody who needs the volunteer hours or community service, please get the message out that on the website we have a link for them to sign up. Right now, she said, how many did you say, Brenda? 47 of 200 some spots we need filled, right? So we know we're going to get a lot on the day of because we get a lot of the high school kids show up and they want to help. So we want to make sure we're trying to get people to sign up for that, okay? It's a great community service project.
Any more questions about logistics?
Yes.
Yes.
The concession stand is behind light jumpers 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, back in there.
Say that again?
The concession stand where the groceries are.
Yeah, it should be on the back side. So you can move me on that side. Because they're right side there. And that's still close to your load-in spot. Is that not what you
Behind like 20, 21, 22.
And if I remember right, Becky, there's a road that runs back there, isn't there? So that would probably be a good one for you, is because there's a little road that she might be able to finagle where you can load in right there. And the bathroom is right there, because on the back side right there is the actual baseball field.
Welcome, everybody. So everybody has a door prize ticket. I know Michelle's going to bring you in somewhere. Okay, yep. Pull your tickets out. Samantha, do you want to pull a couple tickets? Once they get... Michelle, did you put their other half already in the bag? Okay, perfect.
Couldn't find you.
Three.
My energy. I like this. That's why I had to have somebody say it.
326-3311.
All right.
It's not Sarah, is it?
No. You're welcome. Thank you very much.
326-3314.
All right. Get it back.
3326-3310.
All right, any more questions about campsites or logistics? You will meet with Bridge and Relay Man back there afterwards to pick your campsites tonight.
Can we submit these to you today?
Sure. Okay, so Becky, we're up next with what to bring to Relay.
Hey, can I say something? Was that thing about the tent?
Yeah.
What I need you to do is take a picture of it and mail it to the person that link that you see on there. So there should be an email address on the bottom. You just take a picture of it and send it to her. Because the reason it has to come, I'm sorry for taking a little more time, but the reason it has to be there is because she's going to get it and she'll send you a link to register to pay for it, right? And I can't send it to you because she'll send it right back to me, right? And I can't take your link, I don't want to be involved in that. So just send it, there's an address on there that says, I think it's Vicky something Levitt.
It's down all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, it's Vicky Levitt at CenturyLink.net. She'll take care of it. It's very bottom, right? So you just take a picture of it and you send it to her and she'll get it back to you. If you don't get a response over the next week or so, then there's if you don't, rflsnv@gmail.com, you can send me an email there and I will call her and ask her. Or you can call her. But I call her and say, hey, what's going on? Because I had to track down several people because she had kind of gotten busy. So, okay?
Awesome. So, on the back of this flyer is the what to bring and what not to bring to Relay Day. You will also, this is also on our website, so if you don't want to worry about paper form, you can look at it on your phone. But a couple things, you definitely want to bring a pop-up tent. It's a great thing because of weather. Bring chairs to sit in when you're taking a rest from walking and enjoying. Proper clothing is very important, and like Jackie's booth, there you go, proper clothing, bring your purple cape. Jackie, Shelly, myself, anyone who's relayed for 100 years, we have all gone to relays where we have not brought proper clothing. So just looking at the weather and then trying to predict what it's going to be that day, you can't. So being prepared for, I always bring a couple pair of shoes, at least, and sunscreen definitely, comfortable shoes, refillable water bottle like Jackie said, it's just going to shut down waste. If you're doing a fundraiser at your campsite, everything you need, your cell phone charger, again, bring some trash bags just to kind of pick up trash around your area. And super fun to decorate your campsite. Our theme this year is Carnival or Carnival. Everybody gets to decide what theme you want, but as you start thinking about your tent, do you want to make it like Carnival, circus clowns, that type, or Carnival, like Mardi Gras type? How do you want to decorate your tent? Bring money for food, raffle items. Anybody who doesn't have the fundraising app, that's a good thing to download as well, and there's a paper back there that talks about how to do it. If you have a fundraiser at your tent and somebody comes to you and is like, oh, I want to do that, but I don't have any money, good news, I have this app. I can take your credit card and you can support me. Bring your family, bring your friends, bring survivors, bring energy and enthusiasm. In a minute, Jackie's going to talk about our laps, themed laps, and then you'll add to that, so you're going to want to bring all the things for the theme laps. 3 most important things not to bring: alcohol, please, be smart. This is a school, it's also a cancer event, so no tobacco.
That means no vaping.
No vaping, just no. And pets. This is, if you have a service animal and it's an official service animal, those are always welcome. But besides that, leave your critters at home. And Jackie, any questions about what to bring or don't bring?
So I just want to bring this up quickly. This was just about the shirt. So if you've raised $100, you should have received an email about how you can get the shirt for the year. So ELT, anybody that's wearing this color should be able to answer questions for you. And if they don't know the answer, they'll come to Jackie and Becky and they'll get the answer for you. Survivors are in purple. Gold Together teams, which is Becky's team, they'll have gold shirts. And then the participants in the Hope Club when you raise $100. So if you have not received an email about that and you want to get your shirt, see me afterwards and I can make sure that we get that cleared up. We have found that some of them have gone to junk mail and people aren't getting it. So we just want to make sure that you're rewarded for your fundraising efforts. So Chuck, do you want to talk a little bit about the Luminaria pictures request?
Sure. Real quick, Shelley mentioned your Hope shirt, but also remember, the higher you go, the more shirts you get. Like, this is a grand shirt.
This is a grand shirt.
This is a grand shirt. After that, you get a Rising Star. Rising Star. So the more money you raise, the more clothing you can attain.
And they're super comfy for the homes.
I'm trying.
I wouldn't know, I wear this all the time. So during the luminary ceremony, which is those of you who've experienced it before, we're going to have a luminary slideshow going. And this is anybody who's been affected by cancer. You send me a picture, and whether it's in memory of, in honor of, or in support of, and it will be included in the slideshow, and that'll run during the whole luminary ceremony. All right, send it to
Get your pens out.
my twin brother, Relay Chuck, at yahoo.com.
Say it again one more time.
Relay, like Relay for Life. Chuck, like Chuck Norris, at yahoo.com. Right? Make sure your team members know also. I will take it from anybody. You can send as many as you want, as long as I know whose picture goes with whose name.
So if you send the picture, you can just label it in honor of David and whatever. So anybody have a question about the event?
Huh?
Deadline?
Deadline, the Thursday before relay.
21st.
21st.
21st of September.
I know Chuck loves getting them at the last minute.
2 weeks from today, that just gave me a shiver. I was like,
Last question.
Yes.
Will that email be on the website?
Isn't it already
It's
out
actually posted up there.
It is?
Is it?
Okay.
And you should have got an email on it already.
The email would have been from Chuck Dobbs.
My twin brother.
And so on the bottom of the form, this is our website, and for those of you who don't remember what it is to go. And everything that is on these handouts, so if you're somewhere and you forget, oh, what kind of lap stuff do I need to buy at the dollar store for the laps? All the way down to the bottom of that first page, like all the way to the bottom, is the team captain's corner. You're going to find it all the way at the bottom.
Where is it?
At the bottom. It's not at the bottom, it's in the middle. Don't get let her to.
I thought it was in the corner.
Nobody puts Shelly in the corner.
Hey. Hope you can help me. I've got some money from Margaret's marchers to turn in.
Great. I see that every one of your teams already raised $100 each, and you've got $275 more here, right?
That's right.
So how'd your team raise the money?
Oh, mostly just individual fundraising. Sent out letters and emails. We also did a couple spaghetti lunches during the work week. Oh, we're doing the softball game here at the relay too.
Okay.
Oh, hey, what does the American Cancer Society do with all the money?
Well, we got people working shifts, put it on the bank.
No, I mean, what does the money actually help do?
You know what? Let me show you.
Okay.
Well, you know, we ask every team member to raise $100, right?
Yep, our team captain made a point that we understood that.
Okay. Well, your $100 can help pay for lodging at Hope Lodge for cancer patients who are seeking treatment out of town. Last year, more than 50,000 cancer patients and caregivers stayed at Hope Lodge.
Wow.
Yeah. Or they could help get patients to treatment and back home. We help more than 50,000 people to and from treatment.
Nice.
Yeah. Or it could help reach to recovery volunteers to visit newly diagnosed breast cancer patients. Or cover the cost of providing information to those facing cancer. Every day, more than 3,000 people call the American Cancer Society for help and information. Or help guide patients through their cancer journey through the Patient Navigator program. Or even fund groundbreaking research into clinical trials.
Wow. My $100 can do a lot.
Definitely. That's why Relay needs every team member to raise at least $100. Every relayer that raises $100 receives a commemorative Relay t-shirt. But it's really more than a shirt. For most folks, they see the shirt as a badge of honor. It represents all the miles they have walked at Relay, the people they are here in support of or in memory of. It represents all the money they have raised. And it means that they are doing something to fight back against cancer and save lives.
Now I understand all the advice the veteran team captains were giving at the relay meeting.
Yep, they were encouraging everyone to have at least 15 folks on their teams and set individual and team fundraising goals. Just means more money raised and more lives saved faster.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hope we see you at softball.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I know at my team I bugged, reminded, bugged people to raise that $100 per person. And as the event got closer, people started realizing we had a team meeting, we talked about it. A lot of people are friends and family. And then when you actually put it out there in an email, on a Facebook page, in a text, and you share the information with people, Becca, do you mind if I, how hard was it?
So beyond easy. So beyond.
2 weeks ago you started?
Maybe 2 weeks ago, and I'm at almost 2,300.
Woo!
And the people who have donated are people that I would have never expected to have received money from. And when I thank them, they tell me why, and I'm like, wow, like, they had cancer. Their family member had cancer. Someone just passed away, and they feel good by doing it because they didn't know how else to help. So just by me putting it out there by email, by Facebook, by word of mouth, it helps people feel good. And I don't think you realize it until you do it. Because Becky would tell me, I mean, I've been signed up for months, and Becky's like, do it. I'm like, okay, I'll get to it one day. I did it, and I'm like, not even 2 weeks, and the money's still going.
You helped do it.
Yeah, and I've helped set up multiple people on our team's page, and they're already past hundreds.
You reach your goal, you up your goal. You reach your goal, you up your goal, because it's really not. Jackie, Becky, can I add something? Please.
One of the ways that you can fundraise is by asking people to buy a luminaria. And then they can go ahead, they can recognize someone that they love and support them who has cancer, or they can have a memory of someone that they have lost. And so on the web page also, on the website, there actually is, I think it's pretty quite large, it says purchase a luminaria. And actually there's a spot, correct me if I'm wrong, that says like what team or what participant. Yep. And so the money is credited to your team. But there's the bags, which are beautiful, and they will be being created by people at the school, students. We'll be helping to create the bags that we're going to line the track with and put candles in, so that when the sun goes down, we can all walk and honor and remember. But also, there's the gold bag, and actually that is a brick. And the brick is painted, and you can give some input as to something that is special to you that you remember or that you admire about a person. This is my father-in-law's, and he grew yellow roses, and he loved it. And then he'd go and buy yellow rose bushes for other people. And so last year, somebody painted this brick to remember him. And so this is the yellow bag, the brick. And then there's also little stones, these rocks, and this has my husband's name as a caregiver. And so then we can honor our survivors, the people we've lost, actually our caregivers. This is for people we've lost, right? The memory, also in memory or honor. Or honor, okay. So we can honor people that we admire who are cancer survivors, we can honor people we've lost, and then we're going to make a hope garden, and we're going to place these where people, where we'll all be able to walk around, see them, and remember and celebrate. So this is a really good way because it lets people, like you were saying, it lets them take their feelings and their love and spread it, and remember and really honor people. So I just wanted to mention that if you go on the website, you can go ahead and purchase one. Somebody can purchase one of those, or you can put it out on Facebook.
Yeah, thanks, Michelle. The nice thing with those is friends and family all over can buy them. The art department here at the school is going to decorate them for you. Up until next Friday is when we're closing orders. If your family wants to come to the event and decorate your own, there'll be a whole luminaria section set up with arts and crafts, and you can do it there as a family event also. So,
and it's a keepsake.
You can take it home with you. Yeah. This usually sits on my husband's desk. So.
Chuck, you had something?
Yeah, can we do without the hit relay man with the brick activity this year?
I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how relay man. It's not one of the activities.
Yes, ma'am. Is it possible to get a copy of this live presentation?
Absolutely.
So I can present it to...
Which team are you with?
Ma'am?
Which team are you with?
Cheyenne.
Oh, okay, yeah. Ivy.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, we can definitely do that for you. And feel free to take any of the flyers, but we can share that with you as well. Did you have another question, Jeff?
I was curious if you can include the brick information in there as well.
The brick information on what?
In the Bears Bulletin. In the Bears Bulletin.
Oh!
Bear Bulletin.
I don't know if that's possible.
It's possible. There's actually, we're still working on it, because yeah, that is great. Because it takes you to the website, but it doesn't promote it as well, so we can talk about putting the photos and getting it out there.
Yeah.
Because it is, yeah, promotes the art department, and they're doing a beautiful job. Like she said, you just put on there like, oh, my mother loved the Seattle Seahawks. So, you know, they draw a little Seahawk on there. And just whatever your family's into.
Within reason.
Right, activities.
Okay. As you guys can see, that's Camp Carnival. I am the lead for the activities that go on at the camp. We will be over by the baseball field. Everything will be there. I will have signs leading up to the Camp Carnival so you guys know where to go. We have lots and lots of activities, as you can see. The bouncy house, the face paint, the crafts, all the games, cornhole, hula hoops, limbo, musical chairs, water balloons, etc. We have a lot of things going on. Extra we have over there, we have the potato sack race, beach ball, keep it up, tug of war.
Tug of war?
Yes, tug of war, the bucket ball, the water balloon toss, dizzy bat race, lawn bowling. We have a lot of things going on, so you guys all come, enjoy. I will have cotton candy machines. I will have a popcorn machine. I will have balloons. Here we look.
Is there anything to do for the kids besides the games?
What will they do? They can make masks. They're going to make masks and they're going to make fans inside one of the tents. What did you ask me?
Your sister, so it's okay.
I know, exactly.
There's
right?
a whole arts and crafts center.
You
can
come
find out.
The whole thing is going to be fantastic. So bring all your kids, everybody, it's for everybody. The bouncy house, I will have the rules and the regulations, what to do, what not to do in the bouncy house. Everybody has to obey the rules, otherwise you will not be able to stay in the bouncy house. All right? Any questions?
Kids have to be supervised, yeah.
Yes, it has to be supervised. I will have a supervisor inside and outside. What do you have, hon?
BJ's got balloons.
Woohoo! Let's see.
All right, next.
Orange.
Hey, hi.
Thank you, darling.
I'm going to talk briefly about day of activities.
It's going to be so pretty. Oh my God.
So as you've heard, the first thing we're going to do is have the survival lunch here. After that, everybody will transverse up to the field, and we will begin our opening ceremonies. And that starts with color guard, presentation of the colors, a song, you know, entertainment. We have a couple speakers at that time. We have the invocation by one of our pastors, and then we will declare the relay open. At that time, the survivors will take the field, take the track, and they will walk their half lap, met up by their caregivers. Then there's the Hero Shero lap, which is all of Southern Nevada's fancy people who help us out every day. Our policemen, our fire department, our color guard, our whatever you are, if you're a hero or a shero, we want you in that line. Then there's the team lap, which all of you will gather your team together. Are we doing?
That's for the, team lap? Yeah, before, yeah.
So all you will get recognized, you know, stand up, be recognized, hello, or whatever, and then you'll gather your team together, and as a team, you will walk the field with your banner, whatever you have to say that I am team whatever, I am team Believe. And we have a banner, we will walk with it, all of our people are behind us.
And we use that because when we take your group photo for your team, that way we know who the picture can go to. It can be on cardboard, it can be on tag board, you can have it professionally made, you can use it on freezer paper, whatever. It doesn't have to be anything fancy where you
You
draw.
can spell it out on your shirts.
Yeah, we've seen all kinds of crazy stuff.
And there will be some activities, there will be some activities that will be held on the actual field, some of the fun activities, like competition activities like cornhole. Then you have some more entertainment. Then we have the birthday lap. But the birthday lap is very important. Because I don't know if you caught it in the video, but Relay started because we want to celebrate everyone's birthday. That's what we're all about. We're all about making sure that every person that hears you have cancer celebrates one more birthday. So we're having a birthday lap. And then there's another activity, then another performer, bubble lap. And all these things, you know, you don't have to try to be stop bridge. Bridge is after everybody on the bubble lap. He wants to be the best bubbler.
Yeah, his machine's probably as big as this table.
But there will be lots of activities going along simultaneously. So, you know, watch the board, listen to the announcements, and then you'll find out where you want to be, because there'll be games going on the softball field, there'll be activities over here, there's just all kinds of things going on daily. Musical chairs, the purple lap, put on all the purple gear you have. Get out there and walk. Show everybody how proud you are to be a relayer. Water balloon toss is another activity. Limbo contest. Mr., Miss, Mrs. Carnival. That is taking the place of Miss Relay. If you're past relayers, you know about Miss Relay. For those of you who don't know, it's where you get one of your team members to dress up. They can either, in this year, they can either dress up man to woman, woman to man, however they want to do it, or woman to woman, whatever you want to put on, and dance and be fun, have fun, and then go out in the crowd and collect money. Your purpose is to go out in the crowd and collect as much money for your team as you can. Then there's lawn bowling, and then we'll have the carnival experience lap. That's where you dress up in your best carnival gear with your float, because there is a float competition. So you dress up in the float competition rules are best depiction of whatever theme you're using, how well you did it, that you just didn't throw it together, look like a 2-year-old did it. It's gotta look like you actually put some time. That looks like a 7-year-old did it, so you're good. You have to put some time into it. And there'll be a sheet telling you what the whole criteria is. Can't remember them all, I apologize.
But it can't be obvious that it's your team, right?
And do not put your name on it. Do not put your team name on it, because the judging is going to be anonymous. Is that my criteria? Oh, you're good. That's why she's my assistant.
It'll be on the website.
It'll be on the website. So real quick, it's artistic imagination, workmanship, communication of your theme, and how uniquely and different it is, and how the spirit looks. It looks like you put a lot of energy into it, you really worked hard on it, and the overall appearance. That's the criteria for being a float winner. And then judging will be impartial. That's why we make
somebody who doesn't have a team.
Yeah.
And then we get to the luminaria ceremony, and through all this, there's more entertainment going on. Well, we have the luminaria ceremony, which you've already heard about, the big slideshow and all that. We have a person going to sing. Luminary ceremony is white. It's dark, the lights go down, and the bags will slide in the trap. Then we have the final lap is the bell lap. Now, the one thing I forgot to mention is our our lone survivor lap. That's the first lap. And that's going to be done by Mrs. Klatt. For those of you who don't know, Mrs. Klatt is Gordy Klatt's wife.
Who's Gordy Klatt?
Oh, glad you asked. Gordy Klatt in 1985 decided that, hey, he's a colorectal surgeon. He said, you know what, cancer doesn't sleep, so why are we sleeping on this? So he got together with his friends and family, and he walked a track for 24 hours. And he raised $2,700. Doesn't sound like a lot, but 1985, that was a good amount of money for him doing it by himself. And from that nugget, we have grown globally.
Oh, it was 27,000.
We no longer do the 24 hours.
It's 27,000.
27,000, I apologize. Thank you, Bridge. Bubble.
Hey, I gotta make up for not knowing who she was when she showed up.
Oh, yeah. She will be joined halfway around by the Mullen, James Mullins. Anyway, she'll be joined by a caregiver halfway around. I apologize, I can't call his name off the top of my head. Sorry. But so that is a very, very special act, because she is walking for all of those survivors who could not attend the relay. Thank you. Any questions?
All right, good. We're almost done, so we can get you home.
Hey, can I say one thing? One thing about Luminary, there's a few people who's the first time ever doing a relay, correct? I'm going to tell you, and this is from my personal experience, Luminaria ceremony is the thing that will seal the deal for you, right? I guarantee you, when you experience what we do for Luminaria, it will seal the deal on why we do what we do. When those lights go down and those bags are lit and everybody's walking around and then we start reading off names, you will know why we are there, because we're there to celebrate. So I guarantee, if you come late, that's fine, stay till the end, because you've got to experience what will be a life-changing event.
Well said, Rich, well said. Okay, we're wrapping it up. If there's no more questions, I do want to tell you, oh, you're right, Survivor experience, excuse me, brother.
Yeah. So, the survivor experience is a very important part of this. We want all the survivors to feel like the very special, honored people that they are at this event. And I'll walk you through what it's going to look like. There are going to be 2 registration tables, one general registration and one in the school by the dining hall. This is going to be where the survivor luncheon takes place. For the most part, we're going to have general registration going on, and the second registration is only for those who only intend to go to the luncheon. So, all will receive a wristband and a swag bag, and there will be cheerleaders greeting the survivors. So, they're going to walk in with a smile on their face. The survivor luncheon takes place at 12 o'clock and lasts until 1:40. Okay, they will have pictures with Santa. Never too early to start that, right? And there will be luminarias for each of them, pre-printed with I am Hope, and they can fill in their names and make whatever kind of illustrations they want. There will also be envelopes given out as part of the scavenger hunt. And the pillows at the Survivor Lounge are made by Bridget's wonderful wife, Hamako. She's an artist with these things, trust me. There's also Christmas ornaments at Santa's Village. There's double good popcorn at Cancer Rebels. Michelle's team. So, Michelle over there. Whew. And then there's Christmas stockings at Floor and Decor. I think this is to be confirmed. And I've heard about feet possibly going to the dining room. Anybody on the feet committee know about that?
About the what?
About maybe images of feet on the floor going to the dining room?
So it's going to be a direction of their stickies that will be on the ground so that somebody's coming in and they're only coming to the dining experience for survivors that will be able to file these big purple feet.
Awesome, okay. So then there will be transportation after the luncheon to the field in decorated golf carts so they can ride out there in style, right? Then the victory lap was covered pretty thoroughly already. But just to let you know what we got, a fan, a mask, and a medallion reading Survivor 2023 with a purple ribbon. Okay? And there are banner carriers already appointed that will be leading the Survivor lap. So this will all have a lot of fanfare going on, and they'll be honored every step of the way. And there's the Survivor Lounge. This is going to be volunteer decorated. Andres, maybe he's like a rock star, he just goes by Andres, I guess, but I've been told that he's going to be doing just a bang-up job on this. There is a Rebecca Wells who's going to be doing oracle cards for a couple of hours, one reading per person. A massage therapist will be available for the duration of the relay in the Survivor Lounge, and I will be leading progressive muscle relaxation for 2 sessions. All of this will be available on the handouts given to people so that they have a program. And finally, there will be Straight Talk for Men Only, led by Alex Garza. Okay, so what we're going to do basically is everything we can to pamper our survivors and make them feel like the VIPs that they are.
Awesome. All right, so I have one more thing to say. This school has been so great. Jelly?
I have one question. What time do the doors open for the Survivor Luncheon? Like, what time can they start checking in?
They can, basically, they can register at 11:30 and the doors will open at 12.
Okay, so it starts at 12. Okay, they can come at 11:30. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Do you have to re-register? Have they already registered online?
No.
Huh? No? Okay.
You have to check off though, we have to make sure we have to see what they hear.
Yeah, they'll have a list of it.
Yeah.
Who else had a question?
He did.
Michelle sending out like the RSVP for the survivor lunch?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's.
Yeah.
We'll go out to you guys.
I think something already went out.
They already went out.
Yeah, it's already been sent out.
Okay, I'll.
Yeah. Who else? Somebody else there?
Right here.
No, we're allowed to bring our own food, correct?
For relay,
Yes.
you can bring your own food, but it needs to be off the track. So you can't bring
Yes.
gorillas, you can't bring, but you can bring munchies and stuff at your campsite. And there'll be food trucks for if you want real food.
Oh.
Gotcha. Not that you're not having real food, but yes. Just know, the school has been amazing with everything that they've been providing for us. So they've just, the only request that they've asked of us is no food on the track, and that's because they have animals and stuff that come in. So we want to keep the school safe for the kids that are here. So speaking of the kids, great lead in. Thank you very much, Mr. Cheyenne. On this table over here where Michelle is, these are invitations that the children here at the school made. So please take some of them, share them with your neighbors, invite them. Maybe you go to the gym and you want to hand it to somebody to invite. This is a personal invitation. It has the information on it. And it's made by the children. So, I mean, how sweet is that? And if there's no more questions, that's a wrap. See Mr. Relay and Bridge back there for your campsite. Yeah.
I have a question about a statement before you let everybody go.
Okay, go for it, Sarah.
This year we made, our Marching Misfits team made trading pins for the event. This is the 2023 Las Vegas, Southern Nevada, Southern Nevada. So if anybody wants to buy them today, $5 cash or credit, whatever. But the prices will be up. So it's $5 until the day of relay, then the price goes up. So just wanted to say that before you.
Gotcha. Always fundraising, I love that. Yes.
I have Mercedes dealer here in Sarah. They donated for the relay for my team. Anyway, a little Mercedes car. It's the pedal car. It's like a $400 value on it. And I have tickets here tonight if anybody would like to buy some tickets. They're $5 a piece, a chance to win the car. Plus the raffle tickets for other,
Awesome.
I have 37 baskets I've made up so far. So I'll probably need a truck to help me bring it in. I'll probably end up being by myself most of the day.
We'll have volunteers to help you bring them in.
Who cares?
We'll have volunteers.
I also have a couple little bracelets here that I'm selling for $5 that have a related ribbon on it, purple and pink, if anybody's interested, for $5.
Awesome, great. Okay. Anybody else have a fun
Oh, I'm sorry, I have a bag of stuff, miscellaneous, whatever, beads and some stuff here, if anybody can use them, because my theme is different than.
Okay, they might want it for their book
Fun
club.
day. Fun day.
All right, then, thank you again for your gift of time tonight. Have a good rest of the day. See you on the track.
Wait! You gotta sign up for tents.
I already said that.
Okay.